So if you like stock, just know I bought Apple, and I explained why I bought Apple stock because Apple is actually a company that I think is going to make a major move in the AI space. Amazon was another one that I've owned. And I talked about Amazon this morning, but I've talked about Amazon before. Amazon just today, they made a major deal with OpenAI. OpenAI just made a $38 billion deal with Amazon
Look, I'm just
to give their excess capacity for compute to Amazon Web Services. And so as much as I'd like to say that Amazon is going to have all these catalysts going forward, I think that's going to be that's a pretty big catalyst right there. But if you want to know if I believe Amazon's a good long-term hold, I think that it is. I think Amazon is right in the middle of what's happening with AI. Apple is going to be in the middle of it. I think Apple's going to make a deal with Google or Anthropic, or both, and that's going to catapult them to the front. I think Apple has a lot to prove. Apple reminds me of my Ohio State Buckeyes. If you're a football fan, you'll know that the Ohio State Buckeyes um, had got their butts kicked and they got embarrassed by Michigan at the end of the season, right? It was literally the most humiliating game that probably all season, maybe in the last decade, because the Michigan Wolverines came to their home field, beat them, and then planted the Michigan flag in the middle of the field, right? And I'm an Ohio State Buckeye. That's where I got my doctorate. And so we're all pissed. We're all just like, oh, after they got embarrassed and humiliated because they played terrible. They acted, they horribly unprofessionally and just act like some sore losers, right? Trying to fight them now, but you wasn't fighting when you was on the field. You was getting your ass kicked on the field. Well, Ohio State came back after that. If you know football, you know the story. They came back and played in the playoffs and absolutely obliterated every team in the playoffs. They literally had the greatest national championship run in probably college football history, right? It was so much fun to watch. I think Apple being embarrassed right now. I think Apple's being humiliated. Somebody says I'm freezing intermittently. Can you guys hear me? Okay. You know what? Dang it. You know what? I know what it is. When I'm in Atlanta, I'm in my Atlanta house right now. The Wi-Fi gets funky. So let me try something here. Stay with me on the line. I might disappear for 1 second, but if I disappear, then don't go anywhere because I'm switching my Wi-Fi connection. We're gonna nip this sucker in the bud and try to see if this works. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Three, two, one, and can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me now? Give me a yes in the chat if you can hear me now. Okay, and I'm here's what I'm doing, by the way, in case you want to know how ghetto my little operation is. I'm actually linking to my phone's personal hotspot. Yeah, I'm not one of those guys with one of those like fancy podcast studios. I don't do all that. This is a Zoom background. I have two $10 lamps I got from Walmart that I use for my lighting, and I'm on my personal Wi-Fi hotspot. I'm into substance. I'm not into flash. Like I don't care about the flashy crap. There's a lot of if you're looking for flashy Negroes, there's plenty of them that you can find on the internet, I'm sure. But I don't want to be flashy. I want to have substance. I want that our conversations to be relevant and meaningful. I don't care how good I look while I'm doing it. And I like people who can understand that. So if you're looking for the flash, there's probably some streamer out there that, that's like, drop dead gorgeous or whatever, or he has a real sexy voice and he'll tell you what you want to hear and it won't give you any value, but hey, whatever, I don't care. So anyway, that's how I operate. This ain't no highfalutin Negro operation.